Beef brisket smoked low and slow is one of those things people always show off huge briskets. But in this video, I want to show you that you can buy a very small piece of brisket and still smoke it deliciously low and slow. Doesn't that look juicy, tender, and delicious? Guys, this one is a must try. It's extremely affordable and it's absolutely delicious. So go ahead, hit those buttons, like and subscribe. It's your boy Saucy Rossi. You guys know what's up. I picked up this delicious piece of brisket. It's a flat that kind of goes into the beginning of the point, and I got it from my local butcher. I went in just before they were closing on the weekend, and this was all they had left of brisket. And I thought to myself, I never see videos of people using just a small piece of brisket, so I bought it. And today I'm using Prairie Smoke and Spice maple candy and all-purpose dry rub. I'm going to liberally season all sides of this piece of brisket. It's really important here. You guys will always hear me say this. Getting every nook and cranny of your piece of meat is really important. So I throw down a little bit of butcher paper and I just go at it with both those seasonings. As you can see here, it's looking fantastic, ready to go out on the smoker. Now today, I'm running my Traeger Woodridge Pro at 225 degrees. We're going to start off the cook there. And we're just going to run this for about 3 to 4 hours low and slow. What we're going to do during this time is lightly spritz it with some apple cider vinegar. You can also use beer, you can use orange juice, you can use water. There's a number of different items you can use to spritz the meat while it sits on the smoker. It's up to you. I prefer apple cider vinegar. Now, we're just going to patiently watch it over the first 4 hours. And once the bark is starting to set just like this, that's when we're going to start hitting it with those apple cider vinegar spritzes. That's really important here, guys. You don't want to spritz too early because it can kind of mess up your bark. So as you can see here, we're just rendering down that intermuscular fat. It's just starting to look a little bit juicy. You can see that, those fat layers starting to render down. You can see a little bit of drippings down in the tinfoil I have laid out below. This is looking spectacular. Patience is key here. We're looking to bring it up to an internal temperature of about 170 degrees. That's roughly where I think the right time to wrap your beef brisket is. Now, some people go 165, some people go all the way up to 180. I like to kind of land it around 170, 175. That's when I usually get my best results. But if you find you get different results using different times there, then I'm not going to stop you. Try whatever you feel comfortable with. So as we're smoking this low and slow, you'll notice that there's a little more pooling on the top. That rendered side fat is just looking like it's just starting to kind of, render away. That's when we're going to start getting ready to wrap this. Now, I'm going to wrap it in 2 layers of tinfoil, and I'm going to put some butter in there. Now, if you have some of that beef tallow that you may have sliced off your brisket while trimming, feel free to render that down and use that instead of butter or margarine. But butter or margarine is going to work perfectly fine here, guys. I know it's not the perfect solution. Beef tallow would be better, but who cares? It's still absolutely delicious. As you can see here, we're pretty much at the 4.5, 5 hour mark at this point. We just hit 170 degrees internal. So I'm going to wrap it and we're going to bring it up to 200 degrees, or basically when it becomes probe tender. And then at that point, I'm going to move it into my cooler. I'm going to let it just warm rest. I poured a bunch of boiling hot water into my cooler. I also put a couple of warm towels right into my cooler. And as you can see there, I pull it off into that metal tray, wrap it in some more tinfoil, and throw it into my cooler that's already hot and ready to go. It's important that your cooler is warm because you don't want the heat to be drawn out of the meat to warm up the cooler. So, as you can see here, this is looking juicy and delicious. Let's go ahead, slice into this, and take a quick look at the smoke ring, the rendered down intermuscular fat, and everything else to do with this. As you can see here, it definitely is a thin piece of brisket, but I got about 7, 8, or 9 slices out of this, and they all were fantastic with a well-defined smoke ring. Some of them had that juicy intermuscular fat rendered down. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look spectacular? Oh, buddy, talk about delicious. This is what I want when I eat brisket. And guys, this is proof you don't need to buy the entire brisket. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I just love barbecue, and I know you do too. So let's become good buddies. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.